Hi. Welcome to another fun challenge on the practical usage of the Metasploit Framework. In this tutorial we will hack or access a vulnerable machine called Blue. This machine is present on TryHackMe, but you can also download it from this website. The link is here in the description, in the room on TryHackMe. You can just click on this link and download the OVA file with the name Blue from here. I have already downloaded it. We just have to extract it from the zip file and you will get an OVA file. Open this file in your VMware or VirtualBox, import it, and then just run it. So let's power on this virtual machine. Click OK. It'll take some time to boot up. Okay, so our vulnerable machine has been started up. Now we want to find the IP address of this target victim. To do this, I have done an Nmap scan on all IPs in my VMnet network by using Nmap-T5 for faster speed, and /24 prefix used for scanning all the IPs on this network. So this seems to be the IP of our target. 192.168.88.136. Now let's run our attacking machine, that is on Ubuntu, from where we will use the Metasploit console to run our attack on this machine and gain access. So let's run our MSF console. While our MSF console runs, we will do some reconnaissance or information gathering on our target machine using the Nmap tool. So let's use this command. The SC switch is for script scanning, the SV is for version detection, and -PN is used to not send ping probes to the machine if the target machine is blocking our ping. And this is our target IP. Let's press enter. This may take some time, so let's use our T5 switch for faster results. Our MSF console is starting. %98 completed. And MSF console is running. Let's take a few more moments. So finally, our scan has been completed and we can see that some ports are open. 135. And then 445. And so on. Let's do another search using a script inside Nmap, known as vuln. We are using the vuln script that is already present in Nmap. This will search for vulnerabilities using the NSE or Nmap script engine. For some unknown reason, the script execution is failing, but we know that this machine is vulnerable to MS17010. So let's look up this vulnerability on the internet and see if we can find any useful information about this vulnerability. MS17010, Eternal Blue, SMB Remote, Windows Kernel Pool. So this seems to be a useful vulnerability that we can use with Metasploit to gain access on our victim's machine. It is also giving us the module that we can use in Metasploit. Alright, so now we have a vulnerability. And we will look for Now that we know the name of the vulnerability, we can search if an exploit exists for it in Metasploit. So let's search for MS17010 in MSF console. Let's close it and run the MSF console again. Okay, let's search again. Search MS17010. No results. Okay, so let's search for Eternal Blue. Alright, so we got the exploit for MS17010, Eternal Blue. And a rank of average. So let's use this exploit, this module. Use MS17010, Eternal Blue. Let's check for options, type show options. So we need to set the R host. Set our host to 192.168.88.136. Let's check options again. So the target has been set up. Alright, so all options have been set up, so let's begin the exploit. When we ran the exploit command, there was some failure. Then after some time I ran the command again and we got a win flag. So we now have a Metasploit shell, which means that this exploit path has successfully run on the machine and the session was created. We have received the shell, but we cannot do much using this shell. So now we will background this session, this first session which we have received, and upgrade to Metasploit shell. To do this, let's press Ctrl Z. And it is asking me to background session 6. I'll just enter Y. And enter sessions. We have a session with ID of 6. Now we will escalate this session to an actual Metasploit session. For this, let's search for shell to Metasploit. Search shell to Metasploit. This is in the post-exploitation module, so we will use this. Let's show options. There is a required field called session. Let's set this session to session 6. And again show options. There is another option with lhost, but we do not need it because it is not required. Now that we have set all the required options, we are good to go. Here we will use the run command to run the module. Let's enter run. Upgrading session ID 6. Starting exploit multi-handler. So the post-module execution has been completed. And Metasploit session 7 has opened. Since another session has been opened, this means that we have successfully upgraded our shell. Alright, now let's see all the sessions. Now we want to interact with the session that has an ID of 7. For this we will use the command sessions-i and the ID, which is 7. Starting interaction with 7. Alright. Now, let's verify our privileges. For this, we will use the getSystem command. So we can see that we are already running a system. The getSystem command tells Metasploit to use various methods and try to gain system privileges. Now let's use another command, that is, getUID, which displays the current user that we are running on the host machine. So the server name is NT Authority System. So we have the most powerful user on that target machine. This means that we are the root user. Now let's try to list all the processes running on this target with the ps command. Next, we want to migrate to a process that is running with the NT authority. So this seems to be a viable process. Note the PID, which is 1900. So let's use the migrate command. Migrate, P for PID, which is 1900. Press enter. So access was denied. Let's migrate to this one, with a process ID of 216. The migration process is prone to failure. We will need several attempts because migrating processes is not very stable. If this fails, you may need to rerun the conversion process or reboot the target machine and start again. If this happens, try a different process next time. But for now, we will leave it and let's press Ctrl C. Now our next task is to create the passwords. The passwords in Windows are stored in hash format. Hashing is a technique to convert plain text passwords to a non-human readable format and are difficult to crack. There is a command called #dump, which is used to retrieve the passwords stored in the SAM Security Account Manager database, and this is where Windows stores its user passwords. Using this, we get to know the passwords of the different users on the machine. Let's type #dump. It looks like our Metasploit session 6 has been closed. Let's do dir to confirm whether the process is running or not. Okay, let's exit, and then try again to interact with this Metasploit session. Okay, it seems like all the sessions have been closed. We have to get the session again by using our previous sessions, which were by using our previous exploits for Eternal Blue. Let's quickly do this again. I'll just fast forward the video because we've already done this. Alright, so once again we have access to the escalated shell. Let's run the #dump command. Alright, so we have the hashes for the user John, which is located on our target. Now let's create this hash. Let's copy this hash and we can use any tool like #dump or #gate or other tools. But for now we will use the CrackStation, which is an online tool. crackstation.net. Let's paste our hash here. And check the CAPTCHA. Alright, so let's crack the hash. So our cracking has been successful, and the type is NTLM, and our resulting password is ALQFNA22. Let's verify this password on our target. It is not pasteable, so we just have to remember it. ALQFNA22, and hit enter. So this was the correct password. So now that we have the local admin rights, we can traverse through the whole system to find the flags on the system. We can use the help of the search command when searching for these flags. We have used a regular expression, asterisk, in order to find the flags. The asterisk sign indicates 0 or more occurrences. That means that it searches for the file containing the flag, that is the fixed word, and any other characters, returns the results. Let's press enter. It may take some time because it is traversing through the whole system. Now that we have gotten the flag locations, we can traverse the different directories and then view them. We need to learn 3 commands for this. In pwd, which prints the current working directory. And then dir, which lists the current directory contents. cd for going back. And cat for reading the contents of files. Let's go to the flag, 1.txt. Let's go directly to it by copying the location. We just have to open the file using the cat command. Alright, so we have got our first flag access to the machine. We can directly copy the path and use the get command to view the contents. We do not have to go there using the cd or other commands. Now let's view the contents of the second flag. The system cannot find the specified file. Alright, so let's use cat and put it inside quotations. So we have got the second flag. Flag, same database, elevated access. Let's view the contents of the third flag gate, quotation location, and then quotation close. Alright, so we have got all the flags on our target machine, and we have successfully taken control of the target. In this video we have learned the practical usage of Metasploit, and exploited a vulnerability called Eternal Blue. And we also learned the usage of other tools like Nmap and CrackStation.